Hey, 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 friends! How are you doing? Okay, y'all know I don't like to beat around the bush, so I'm just gonna dive right in. This is what I'm talking about today. I'm very excited about this. I had heard of it kind of in passing, but I have never done the subscription box thing before. I know that's been around for like a while. I guess I take that back. I'm like heavy into Blue Apron. Like I'm real addicted to Blue Apron. But aside from Blue Apron, the subscription boxes for skincare, nails, whatever, hair products, other things like that, I have never done before. Oh, and pets. Pets is a big one too. So I'm really excited to share this with you today. Okay, so y'all know that I really try to protect my channel. I don't ever want this to become a running advertisement of any sort. So with that out of the way, everything that I'm going to tell you about this is totally my opinion. Yes, they sent it to me. So Laura Engelhart is the owner, CEO, creator, curator, all things, probably the graphic designer and photographer also. I'm pretty sure she does all of it, if not like 95% of it. But she put this together, I believe, just a few months ago. I think April might have been their first box, April 2017, for those of you watching this in the future. But April 2017 was their first box, I believe. And what really excites me about this product is that it's not just any old hair products. It's not just any old curly hair products. It's Curly Girl approved Curly Girl products. I think that's really premium. Like there's something about that that feels like very customized to what it is that you're going through right now, assuming that you're watching my channel and that you're following the Curly Girl method. That's pretty special, especially I think for people who are new to the Curly Girl method. And one of the things that I see happening most frequently, because if you're new to the Curly Girl method, you don't know how to read ingredient labels yet. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of Googling. It takes a lot of reading and research. It is a pain in the butt. So if you don't really know exactly what it is that is Curly Girl friendly, you don't really know how to read silicones on the back of the labels, you don't really know how to look for different sulfates, because just because the label on the front says it's sulfate free does not mean that it's actually sulfate free when you read the ingredients. So with that said, everything that you're going to find in these boxes is Curly Girl approved. Another thing I think that's really cool about this box is that it comes with some educational materials. So let's jump into what's in the box. This talks a little bit about shampoo, using conditioner instead, the silicone barrier, of course silicones you want to avoid if you're following the Curly Girl method, sulfate shampoo being the most common way to remove silicone buildup. It talks about the cycle of silicones and sulfate. So you have to use sulfates to remove silicones. So silicones coat your hair. If you have read the Curly Girl method handbook, then you know all about this. If you haven't read it, that is the place to start. But this is a good intro and I think really helpful, and obviously Laura has put a lot of thought into what she puts in this. This is a little trifold brochure that tells you about each one of the products that she's included in the box, which we'll go through in just a minute. She talks a little bit about porosity, which is one of your hair properties. If you're following me on Instagram, you know that I recently posted a whole series about hair properties, porosity being one of the most important. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me. If you're not on Instagram, at least look up that post. It might be really helpful to you. It was posted pretty recently, and as of this video filming, it's July 2017. And then she talks about the ingredients in each one of the products in the box. So this is another way that you can really start to just focus on reading the ingredients. Sometimes they can be hard to read on the back of the bottle, so it's nice that they're printed out here because you can actually focus on it and have this in front of you if you'd like to sit down in front of your computer and Google a few of these ingredients and learn what it is that they do. And of course, you may know, if you don't know, the first 5 ingredients are going to be the most potent in any formulation. The last page of this trifold talks about where you can find these products, which is great because some of them are not easy to find in stores. For example, Jessicurl, which is a brand I really love, you can't find their products in most stores. Some places you can, but typically online. So that's a really helpful guide to have. And ingredient of the month, so this kind of educates you a little bit about one particular ingredient, which is really cool. And then last but not least, this is the coolest part. Let me call this out. Laura donates $1 per box sold to a different female-focused charity every month. So this particular month's charity was one called Girls Not Brides. You can learn more about that if you Google it or if you look up girlsnotbrides.org. She says she'll be donating to 2 of their campaigns to help women in both Kenya and India build a stronger future by bringing healthcare, job training, and support for abuse victims. So just a small synopsis of that. But I know that's really close to Laura's heart, and it's something that's really close to mine too. I did some work in nonprofit PR for a while, and it's just one of the things that kind of just makes my heart sing, especially where women and children are concerned. So let's dive into the contents of this box and talk about what it is that you get. I'm amazed that she's able to fit all of these products into this little box. So for a month-to-month subscription, it is, I think, $33, which is a real, at least for this box, I would say. And I mean, I've looked at what some of the other boxes contained, and they looked pretty substantial for the most part. But I mean, that's a very good deal. So the first thing I want to talk about is the value that you get when you buy this box. This is I love MopTop. I love MopTop. I'm so glad that they're included in this. So this Citrus Medley Co-Wash Cleansing Conditioner retails for about $12. Their Curly Hair Custard, which was also in the box, retails for about $15. So there's 27 bucks right there. And then the Jessicurl Hair Cleansing Cream. This is a 2-ounce bottle. You can get this from the Jessicurl website, but of course you have to pay shipping too. But in this, I think this retails for $7. So you already have $35 worth of product right here that you would have bought retail, plus tax, plus shipping. And then on top of that, you get all these other goodies. You get a Hask Bamboo Oil Strengthening Deep Conditioner sample packet, another MopTop product, their Bamboo Essence Leave-In Conditioner, which I will be trying soon. I'll be trying all of these soon. I haven't tried them yet. And then the LA Looks Extreme Sport. Y'all know I love my LA Looks gel, but a sample size, a travel size. Look at that. There's 3 ounces. This is perfect. And then these very cool, I've never seen these before, Snappee reusable rubber bands that won't pull your hair. So I'm really excited about those. Those are really neat. So I don't know what this would retail for, but it doesn't matter because I've already gotten my value's worth in the $33 I spent on this box. Of course, this box was sent to me, just to be clear, but if I had been buying this, that would have been a great value for me. So I'm pretty happy with that from the get-go. Next, I want to talk about the sort of balance of products in here, or the routine, really. So what I like about this mix of products is that you've got a cleansing conditioner. I find these boxes to be a little bit heavy on the cleansing conditioner side when I look back at their past boxes, and you can look at their website, shirleycurly.com, to check out what their past boxes have been, and they have had some great brands in their past boxes, but it's a little cleansing conditioner heavy for me. For someone who has fine wavy hair, I need to make sure that I'm using a low poo, which is a sulfate-free shampoo from time to time. So you may want to mix that in. You may also want to mix in a sulfate shampoo once a month like I do to remove any buildup that's not being able to be removed by something like this. But with that said, I like the mix of products in here. So you have a cleansing conditioner, so a cleansing product. You also have this cleansing cream, which is also sulfate-free, but it contains decyl polyglucose, which is the ingredient of the month that she calls out in her literature here, which is great because it reflects what she's got in the products. And then cocamide propylbetaine, which I don't think I ever say that right. And then cocoil isethionate. I said that right. I know I did. I know I didn't. But this one's going to lather a little bit more. So that's kind of nice to have something a little bit more cleansing. And then you've got your option of cleansing co-wash as well. Then you can follow that up with their leave-in conditioner. And I would imagine you can probably also use the co-wash cleansing conditioner as your conditioner as well. And then you have styling products. Now you have a curly hair custard, which is a fantastic curl enhancer, and some curlies and wavies can get away with this on its own. You don't need anything underneath it. You don't need anything on top of it. But some people like me might need a hard hold gel on top to keep their waves and curls from falling out. So that's where your LA Looks Blue Sport Gel comes in. And then of course you have a deep treatment for every now and then, and you have reusable rubber bands to keep your hair in place. Like it's a whole routine. It's not just a box full of conditioners or a box full of styling products. It's really thoughtfully curated, and I really appreciate the thought that went into putting all of this together. So again, I think this is a really great curated box of products that can really help you as someone new to CG find products that are safe for you to use, that you know are safe, they're free of silicones, they're free of sulfates, and can really get you started with kind of having a small arsenal of products. Because if you're like me and you need to rotate your routine every now and then, and if you haven't watched my rotating routine video, I'll link that up here or up here, and you can check that out. But it's really important for me to rotate my routine. So I do have to have a different set of products that I rotate through on my wash days. So doing a subscription box like this for a few months might be a really good idea. For someone starting out. Now, for some of you product junkies who just want to get your hands on some more products, I know who you are, and I know you will because I am one of you. So this would be a good way to get your hands on some products you may have never tried before, some brands that might be hard to get. They have featured Bouclem in their past boxes. She may or may not be in talks with Trepidora and Loma. So there are a few others that I know I am really curious to try out. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to get my hands on those in future boxes. And a nice thing about this too is it may introduce you to brands you've never heard of. MopTop is a great brand, but you're not going to see it in Target. You're not going to see it in Walmart. Jessicurl, you're not going to see in many stores. So Hask, you'll see in a few different places, that's for sure. But I've never heard of Snappee before, and I've never seen them. One other thing that's kind of neat to note about Shirley Curly is that you can sign up for and pay for multiple boxes in advance to save a little bit of money. That's always another option for you. And then the last thing I want to mention about the subscription is that her August box has just now launched. So I would encourage you to check it out before they do sell out, because apparently they do sell out every time. I got lucky enough to get the very last July box, and I am super excited for the August box. Guys, so that is my review. I hope it was helpful to you. I hope that you'll check out Shirley Curly. Right now they're selling a fair number of boxes. I don't know if Laura wants me to give away too much information, so I won't share that number with you, but go check them out. I would love to see her number of boxes sold increase, because then she'll get to support more wonderful charities like these and maybe even turn a profit for herself, because I'm not sure that she's doing that just yet. So right now it's a bit of a labor of love for helping women embrace their natural texture, because I think she's probably on the same page, that when you embrace something natural about yourself, it's really, there's a lot of self-love in there. Like it's something that can make you feel good about yourself. So let's all spread some self-love today. Go check out shirleycurly.com and all of these other brands that she has featured in this box. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. And I'll chat with you guys soon. I hope you have a great curl day. See ya. Bye.